So to change the shape of this curve, I can have my own curve. How can I do that? I'm going to press Ctrl Z to remove this feature. I press Ctrl Z multiple times and you can see the sketches that I have here. I need to have another sketch. So for that, I go to YZ plane this time, that is kind of perpendicular to the planes that I have, and I go to sketch environment. Now what I'm going to do is to create my own curve, and this curve needs to be kind of connected to the circles that I have to these, and it should be kind of touch them. So let's start with the spline. You can have simple lines, you can have curved lines. I'm going to start with curved lines. So I start with this. I'm going to start here and later I will connect them, and you can see that I have kind of a snap enabled. If you don't want to have snap enabled, you can just go and deselect that. And I'm going to start from here. I go here and then come down and kind of here and here. I'm going to stop right here, so I press escape. Then I'm going to mirror this to the other side. Okay, so I need to make sure that this is connected to my circle. So how can I do that? I need to click on this point, then press Ctrl and click on the circle, and then release Ctrl and add a constraint of coincidence. This makes sure that this point is aligned with the circle. So I click on OK. Then I need to click on this constraint button here, select this point and select this vertical vector, and what I need to do is to make sure that this is kind of 15 millimeters away. This way I know that it is going to touch the circle. And just to make sure, I'm going to rotate this a little bit, and now you can see that it is touching the circle. Okay, let's go back here. I'm going to drag this here. Then this should come here. And I need to click on this button, this point, and press Ctrl and click the circle, release Control and select coincidence and click on OK. And again I need to click on this point and this vertical vector, and I need to have something like 10 millimeters of distance. Okay, something that is very important. You can see that this is bending too sharply here, and if I try to rotate this right now, there is not going to be a problem, but when I mirror this to the other side, it is going to cut itself, and this is not a good idea. So what I need to do is to double click on this. I need to add an extra control point here, so I just have add point after, and let me find point number that I wish to have. This is my point, yes, add point after, and I click, let's say here. Now I have a point. Click on OK, and I'm going to have this point kind of like this. Okay, I'm going to mirror this to the other side. So I just go and select mirror command from operation, transformation, and mirror. I select this as the object and select this. I don't have anything here. I need to have something like this one. Okay, this is a construction line, so it is not going to be part of the sketch when I create something. So again, I need to go and select this transformation, mirror. This is my profile, and this is my mirror line, and you can see that it goes to the other side. Now I need to have another mirror on the other side, but it shouldn't be here, because if I create this on the other side, I need to make sure that this is a connected line. So I exit my workbench, and you can see this here. Before creating the mirror on the other side, let's try the multi-section solid command here. If I go to sketch base feature and select multi-section solid command, I'm going to select this as number 1, this number 2, and this as number 3. And then I make sure that the Guides tab is selected, and I click on this glyph to activate this dialog box, and I'm going to select this as my, guide. Now if I click on preview, you can see that on one side it is okay, on the other side it is following this path, of course. This is because kind of a spine that I have created is going to affect the shape. But if I want to have a round shape with something like symmetry, I need to have a symmetry of this on the other side. So how can I do that? I need to have that in another sketch. So I just go to YZ plane one more time, go to sketch environment. Now I'm going to mirror this to the other side. The problem is, when I try to mirror this to the other side, the mirror doesn't work because this is in another sketch. It is sketch 4, but I'm trying to modify sketch 5. So how can I do that? I need to go to Insert menu, Operation, 3D Geometry, and select Project 3D Geometry. So what I have here is a command that selects the lines from other sketches and creates a line in this sketch. So I select this and click on OK. Now I have this line in this sketch, and of course it is kind of overlapping the other line. What I need to do is to flip this to the other side. How can I do that? I go to Insert, Operation, Transformation, Symmetry, and I click on here. And then I'm going to click as vertical vector. Right now you can see that these two are selected, so the only thing that I need is to select this vertical vector, and now you can see that it jumps to the other side. This is from sketch 4, but this is what I have projected, and now I have flipped to the other side. Now I exit my workbench. Okay, let's go to sketch base feature and select multi-section solid. What I'm going to do is to select these profiles again one by one after the other, and then go to Guides and activate it. This is one of them, and this is another one. And now I can click on preview. This is what I have created right now. So I click on OK. The shape is totally controlled by the curves that I have created, and this is exactly what I wanted to have. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some other items in next section. Right now what I have created as a profile is a circle, and this circle doesn't have any vertex. But if I have vertices, how can I do this? I'm going to show you in next section.